Take two. We're going to try this thing again because apparently I am a Facebook virgin and I have no clue what's going on. We're going to get there. So I came on just a little earlier and some music was playing and I don't even know if people were able to hear what I was saying. But so I'm going to start back over. I want to talk to you today about a couple things. I want to tell you my story. And I want to talk to you a little bit about comparison. First of all, I want to get to my story. So, I was 40 years old before I went to art school. That's right. I was 40. I'd already raised two kids. I'd gone through life and through a series of steps, a miraculous door opened. I'd always been a creative. And so I enrolled in art college at the age of 40 and I didn't have a portfolio. I didn't have any formal work. In fact, I had never, ever had any formal art training. That's right. I had no formal art training. But here I was, and I knew I wanted to be an artist. I knew that that's what I wanted to do for a living, and I'd been attracted to that for a long time. So here I go in and I'm having all these drawing classes and my professors are kind of giving me that side eye, like, what the heck is she even doing in here? Right. And so, I just plodded on because it was something that I loved. And so I got to I can remember my first painting class, my first official painting class. And so I got into my first official painting class and I tried so hard. And I can remember he walked by, and this guy is an amazing painter. He walked by me, he looked at my work, and he stops, and he looks. You ever had a teacher do that, right? Even in high school or whatever, they go by and they stop, and they look at your work, and it makes you really nervous, right? And so he stopped, and he looked at my work, and he said, "You have a lot of passion." What the heck? I have a lot of passion? What the heck is that supposed to mean? Well, I took that as I need to up my game. And so I got into the comparison game. It wasn't a good thing either. So I would look at all of these and they were younger kids. They were kids in their 20s, at the age of my kids that were going to college. And when I was in college too. And so I would look at them and I would think, I'd try to emulate what they did. I'd look at them and I'd try to do what they did and I'd try to blend the way they blended and I'd try to do everything the way they did. And I got into the comparison game really super badly. When I was a teenager, I could play the piano very well. I could play by both sight and I could play by ear. And I got into the comparison game a lot. I had a very high skill, but instead of me being satisfied with my style and satisfied with the way that I played, and listen, I played in a way that nobody else could play, right? I have my own style, like all of us have our own style. I bought again into the comparison game. Fast forward to when I had kids, and I hadn't been a mom before, right? Fast forward to me carrying my baby in my arms, being at a game or being in the store or whatever and seeing other moms that maybe were more well off than I was, or maybe did it differently than I did. And again, I bought into that comparison game. And I was like, am I doing this right? Guys, our society is geared towards comparison. And you know what I have to say about that? That is a bunch of crap. Comparison will rob you. Don't let comparison rob you of the joy of life. Now listen, I'm talking to the ladies here who are in their middle age. And if you're there, babe, you rock it. Because you are at a place now to where you don't have to worry about anybody else. You're at a place now where you can make yourself happy, where you can paint yourself happy, where you can do whatever in the world you want to make yourself happy. Don't buy into the comparison game. So let's talk about this. What if you, again, I said this the other day, what if you're walking through a forest and only the top 10 birds sang? And the top 10 birds sang because they thought they were the best, right? It would be a boring forest. We don't just need all of the birds that can sing in tune. We need the crickets. We need the squirrels. We need the birds to sing. We need the high-pitched birds. We need the low birds. We need all of ability. We need everybody so that the forest will sound beautiful. And when we take that into our world, whatever kind of skill you have, it doesn't matter. Paint, draw, write, sew, whatever you can do just for the joy of doing it. Andy Warhol said something when he was alive that's really cool. And he says, just make art. Just do it. Just get it done. He said, and while everybody else is deciding whether they like it or whether they hate it, make more art. And that's true. Make your art. Put the feeling behind it. Whatever style you have, if you've been trained, if you've not been trained, it does not matter. Create just for the joy of creating, and it will show in your art. I want to tell you about a really cool opportunity that's coming up. Actually, we're starting tomorrow. I've been posting about it in my posts. It's a 21-day painting meditation. You don't have to have any kind of art ability. It doesn't matter if you've ever painted before. We're going to use watercolor, but it doesn't matter if you use crayons. You can use whatever you have. Basically, what we're going to do is to teach you how to calm that monkey mind. And science has proven that the same brain waves that are used in creative activity are the brain waves that are produced also in meditation. And a lot of it is by slowing our minds down, because if you're like me, you have 400 tabs open all at once. Half of them are frozen and you don't know where the music is coming from, right? That's what I deal with on a daily basis. So in our painting meditation, we slow down for 5 to 8 minutes. We're going to paint together every day for 21 days. And after I'm finished with this video, I'm going to post the link below it so you can go to it and you can get on this thing. It's going to start tomorrow. An awesome creative tribe. We're going to paint together and just have fun. And we're not going to be painting anything else. So let me show you. You don't have to paint like specific things. You just do kind of whatever you're led to do. And let me show you how let me put my thing down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I've taken like this 10 by 30 piece of, and that's backwards, sorry about that. I've taken this 10 by 30 piece of watercolor paper. And what I did, I'll post directions for that too. And I've kind of made this journal. I tore the pages in different lengths, and each one of them has a different color, right? So all this is liquid watercolor, and I took it out of the tube and I just kind of squirted it on, and I did like a couple of colors at a time, and then I would shut it, right? I kept this open, this part open, and I would shut it while it was still wet, and that's how all of this other cool stuff got on here. This is my base that I'm going to paint on, and if you don't have anything like this, it really doesn't matter. This is just what I'm choosing to use. Some of the people that are going to be in on this are going to use a sketchbook. Some people are probably just going to use copier paper. Some people have journals that they're going to use. Other people have made their own deals for this painting meditation. So I invite you to come and paint with us for the next 21 days. What I can guarantee if you participate in this painting meditation is this. I can't guarantee in 21 days that you're going to be a better artist, but I can guarantee that you're going to be calmer. Hey, Amy, and hey, Brian. I can guarantee that you're going to be calmer. You're going to be more chill. You're going to be more in the present moment. You're going to be able to deal with things a lot more. When I don't meditate, I am freaked a lot of the time because life gets so overwhelming. It just gets so overwhelming. So, join this painting meditation. It's a great way to calm yourself, to channel that energy into something that you're going to enjoy doing. Listen, I'm not planning on painting anything specific. A lot of times when I do paintings, I have no idea what they're going to be when I start, and that's just intuitive. So I love you and have a great day, and I'm leaving all of the awesome links below. Thank you for listening to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for clicking the bell for more updates. Have a great day, you wild, wonderful women. See ya.